Okay.
Denver, can I just say something for fire company as well?
Go ahead.
I just wanted to thank Andy Braden, the president of our fire company, came out and spoke with a couple of us the other day on some box card information and so forth, and brought a couple of people along from the EMA. And John and Lauren, they did a great job. It was very, very informative. I really encourage
thank you
people
for
to
that.
find out more about what goes on down there. The box things are just how they're dispatched and so forth, which I think we all have a pretty basic information about that. We understand that pretty well. But the information that Andy was able to give us about how the 911 system works, what comes up on their screens, I was absolutely amazed at how much information came up for them, how many options for every single item. For what do we have, like 14 structure fire, different options, and each one is a different item. And I was just amazed at how much. So we learned a lot in that meeting, and I really wanted to thank you personally for that. That's it.
More of us going tomorrow night.
I
Meeting
really
tomorrow
like it.
night.
It's very informative.
All right, the library report.
Oh, me again.
You again.
You guys have it in front of you. It's basically the same things that we've been going over all along. We've kind of changed the format a little bit on the figures that you're getting and how you're getting it. And the total number of visitors to the library always astounds me. And, but I also wanted to, you also have the programs and the stats, you know, are self-explanatory. But the library puts out, if anybody's never seen this, the library puts out a pile of programs every year. They're ongoing. And I just kind of wanted to highlight a couple of things each month, if it'll just take a minute. But I was amazed at what things I wouldn't expect to be finding at the library, like the spice of the month. It's just, this is chili powder, Kashmiri's chili powder. And I looked it up because I don't know the difference. It's bright red, and it's much milder. It's more of an Indian spice than a Mexican spice. But they are free. They give out kits. It's the first weekday of every month. They have a free kit, and it will tell you about it. On here, there's recipes, a little packet with the spice in it. And I wasn't expecting something like that at the library, so I was very, very pleased. And they are donated, let's see if I can pull this up. They are donated, so there is no cost to pick up a kit, which again astounded me. The person donating them every month is anonymous. I can tell you, I was speaking with this person, and this person does everything themselves. They love to cook and thought it would be a great way to share information about foods and cultures. And what better way to learn about culture than to prepare and then eat the food and flavors. And I thought that kind of says a lot. I also spoke with the executive director, and she tells me that the spice kits have become very popular, with most month's kits being claimed in less than 24 hours. Many people have shared they have discovered new pantry staples through the spices they have tried, and new family favorite recipes through the recipes that are included with the kits. So just wanted to share that with y'all. But I thought I was amazed that there's a spice of the month at the library. I thought it was really cool.
Spice of the month at the library.
At the library.
Might have to go try that.
And, you know, I mean, I like the way that they try to bring in other cultures. You know, it's about, the library's about education, and this is definitely education. So, just wanted to share that with you.
All right, thank you. Western Lebanon Regional Police Department, Chief Winters.
Any questions about your January statistics? That's our birthday. It was kind of a slow month. It didn't hurt that we had a ton of snow and it was 0 degrees for most of the month, so that kind of helped keep things in check. Next, I'm just gonna go over the end of the year report that I put together. This kind of it's a little different than what you see every month. So basically, we'll start, you can see mission and the values for the department. Next, you go in, you can see like our hierarchy within the department, commission, chief, 2 sergeants, detectives, and then you have 4 squads with 3 officers in each. Just some numbers for the whole year. We had 32 DUI arrests in 2025. We serve a population of 12,589 people. Total square mileage of our jurisdiction is 3.7 miles. We have a total of 16 officers, that includes me. In 2025, we did 9,322 calls for service, which averages out to about 666 calls per officer. For criminal arrests, we had 170 in 2025. For mental health calls, we did 73. Traffic stops, 2,613. Highest call volume is a Saturday with 1,468 calls. Our highest call time is 5 to 6 p.m. Least number of incidents on a day is a Tuesday with 1,230 for the year. Total vehicle accidents, 326. Most calls handled by 1 officer was 1,007 by Officer Bucci. Total non-traffics, 201. Finally, last couple of things, traffic citations, 2,551. We did 38 right-to-know requests. We had 3 overdose responses. We did 671 parking tickets and issued 363 warning cards. That's what we did as a department. Calls for service by area, Palmyra we did 5,386. Annville, 3,518. South Annville, 413. So 58% Palmyra, 38% Annville, 4% in South Annville. Gave you a little breakdown of the criminal investigation, basically what they do, how they kind of supplement patrol. They handle the more in-depth calls, violent calls, stuff like that. Also, the detective is a task force officer with a child exploitation and human trafficking task force for the FBI capital area. One of the things that we've done this past year, he processed 85 pieces of equipment that was analyzed. Out of that, 36 were cell phones, and then 49 were tablets, computers, and external devices. And to throw something on that, so we're also part of the ICAC, which is the PA Internet Crimes, we're looking for child pornography. With the FBI in this, that's what we're working on. So he processed 25.78 terabytes of data. So if you break down that data, this is what each thing could be. That could be 6.4 million photos. It could be 6,400 high-def movies or 167 million documents. That's if each one of those was the whole 25 terabytes, so we have a mix.
Right.
A good chunk of it is photos and documents. So we process them. Some of them we go through and read and look for everything. Some we give to other police departments that we help, the FBI, when we process stuff for them. So you all saw the room, I believe. That's what that computer has done this past year. So we've used it a bunch. Let's see, for our different crimes, crimes against persons, 66% in Palmyra, 34% occurred in Annville. Those are basically, for the most part, your aggravated assaults and your simple assaults. Next, crimes against property, robbery, burglary, theft, criminal mischief, such like that. 66% Palmyra, 34% in Annville. And then finally, crimes against society. That's drug paraphernalia, weapons, animal cruelty, obscene material. 91% Palmyra, 9% Annville. Talk about accreditation. That's something that we were able to do this year. Annville had it prior to the merger. We had to redo it to get it done within a year. Basically, we're meeting 130 standards that are considered best practice. So we recertified. Our people are able to use a program called Power DMS where they can review those policies to make sure they understand what's going on, and they have access to that stuff 24/7. Some of the technologies that we have GTAC body cameras, GTAC mobile video recorders. Those are all things that are connected together. You see the body camera I'm wearing and the ones in the car. Top of that, we also have a drone. Crime Watch is something that we use to connect with the community so they can see what's going on. We talked about the computer forensic equipment. We have the Power DMS policy software, which I talked about, and we also use PowerTime scheduling software. Any questions on anything so far? I'm saying a lot in a short amount of time, but I'm trying to keep moving. Use of force wise, so what did I say, 9,000 some calls. We had 4 incidents where we used force to effect an arrest. We reviewed those policies. Every time we use force, we review it. 2 sergeants look at it, I look at it, we look at the body camera, we either rule it justified or non-justified. We were all justified in everything, and it was in policy. And if you look at that for a percentage, it was 0.0004% of the time we had to use force to effect the arrest. So that shows you that we're doing a good job of de-escalating things and not having to use force. Out of the little bit of force we did use, 4 of them were in Palmyra, 0 in Annville. Out of the incidents, 2 during a disorderly arrest, 1 during a theft, and 1 during a wanted person. Our suspects had some minor scratches and bruises, nothing major. Type of things that we use were defensive tactics, grabbing people, kicking, striking, things like that. In 3 of them, and 1 of them we tasered somebody. And as far as days and times, 2 of them occurred in July, 2 in August. The ones in July were in the evening, 11 o'clock at night, 8:51 in the evening, and then August it was 4:59 p.m. and 3:37 p.m. The last thing to talk about is our social media stuff that we've been using, Crime Watch. I think that's going well since we've used it. We get a lot of people that watch it, pay attention to it, and it helps us push a lot of information out. This past year, we had 130,058 visits to the page of people looking at information on that website. Actions are 498,042, which means people clicking on different things and looking at stuff that we have posted. Total members, we have 2,005. This past year, we gained 332 more people. We've put up about 201 different types of submissions. We received 34 tips where, like, you know, when we put those things like, hey, can you tell us who this person is? We're trying to ID this person. That's where some of that information is coming from, or people just giving us information. And then total content for the year was 290. Any questions on anything I just told you?
Awesome report.
I think we had a good year.
Is that report available on the Crime Watch?
Yes.
The question she asked. Available.
Yeah, this stuff's all on there.
Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to broadcast too, that it was available for the, I just tried to show you a little bit of what, you know, the information kind of looks like, but you can actually view this online and see what's going on. If you want to see this personally, you can actually go on and get it.
If you go on our Crime Watch page, all the way to the right-hand side, it'll say Regional Police. You click on that, it'll be a drop-down box, and then it'll have agendas on it. It'll have the commission meeting minutes on it. Everything that I give them every month is on that, so you can look at and see what's done every month. And the year-to-date report that I just read, that'll be on there too. That's all I have.
And Chief, you gave the whole description of 2025, so you get to see the exceptional, how exceptional these folks are as our police department, and how they maintain not only our town, but are working as a regional group, working together with other groups to keep everything working together. So I want to congratulate you and the whole police department.
Thank you, Chief. Recreation Commission, Counselor Rideout.
So our last meeting was Wednesday, February 18th. The director, Tina, Brenda, you got to refresh her last name for me.
Manugian King.
Thank you. She resigned and we accepted resignation. We are currently looking for a new rec director for the Palmyra Rec Commission. We discussed some things on improvements to Ridge Road, and as soon as our minutes are issued and approved, we will get a copy of them.
Thank you. Solicitor's report.
There was nothing from the solicitor at this time, but there will be probably in the next couple weeks. We'll have more information. I have information to send to her regarding some of the zoning changes that Bill and I have been discussing needs to be updated. So I'm sure you'll be seeing that come before you shortly.
Thank you. Zoning and Code Enforcement. Zoning Hearing Board, a hearing is scheduled for Monday, March 9th at 5:30 p.m. We have one applicant, 212 South Lingo Avenue, owner David and Angelina Hewitt, applicant Valley Pools Incorporated, seeking a variance from section 380-111B of the Palmyra Borough zoning ordinance, which restricts swimming pools from being in the front yard.
I'm taking they don't have enough room in the backyard?
They don't have a backyard.
Oh, they don't, okay.
It's a side
Their
yard.
yard is 100% side. I mean, that's it. And they have a,
Corner, isn't it?
they have a 6-foot
yeah.
fence that sits up off the road, and I think they want to build the pool inside the fence, so
Yeah, the fence is existing.
Okay.
It's a privacy fence.
the
It's
fence is
existing.
existing.
Yeah, that fence has been up for 3 years that I remember.
Yeah.
And it's a
Right
fairly
across
small
the street
pool.
from my
It's a fairly small pool.
Yes, it is a
I've
very
seen it,
small
And it's
pool.
one of those, that
Yeah.
it's really a side yard,
Yeah,
you
Yeah.
know? But it's, I mean, we have a property like that too, when we went to put a fence up and stuff, because we're a Cherry Street property, but the side of our house is
Franklin.
Lincoln Street,
Lincoln. yeah,
which is
you're-
still considered a front yard, even though it's the backyard of our house.
Right.
So, yeah, we were restricted on what we could do. So it's just one of those odd situations.
yeah.
So it's basically up to council whether you want to, you know, voice your disapproval of it, if you want to take no position, or if you want the borough to go to the meeting and actually support the application. Whatever you decide.
Anybody have any thoughts?
I don't have any objections to
I
it at
don't
all.
have any problems with it at all.
I have no objections. It's a pool.
Okay, so no objection.
Nope.
Takes us to the borough manager's report.
Yeah, that would be me at this point.
Yes, it is.
Okay. On a happy note, personally and selfishly, the borough manager's position has been advertised. So, it is out there. We have taken the steps to advertise it currently in the Lebtown website. We've also put it on the PSAB job openings website. And there's one other one that I can't,
Is it LinkedIn?
LinkedIn.
what is it?
LinkedIn.
Okay, yeah, so I'm looking at other, LinkedIn, it's definitely on there. I'm looking at other opportunities to put a blurb into the paper that directs everybody to the website for the information, so we don't have to pay for an ad this big. You can pay for one that's much smaller and hopefully cheaper. So, I did put a date to apply for 1 month from now, noon on the 23rd of March, and giving people who haven't seen it in one venue could see it in another, news article, and give them time to apply. We're asking for resumes and cover letters. So as they come in, we'll go through them. So that's the first thing. Also, the new email that everybody had asked for have been set up. I've given you the information regarding how to log on. When you do log on, please send me an email from that email account, because that will tell me that you're set up. And then from that point on, I'll be sending all emails pertaining to borough business to that email only, okay? I received information from, it's Angelina Marco and the American 250th Organizing Committee. There is a parade that is being held in Jonestown. This information came to me late after everything went out. On January 3rd, 2026 at 6 p.m., Jonestown Borough has graciously agreed to host the county parade in conjunction with Swatara Township and Union Township. Angelina Marco of Lebanon City is the lead organizer of the parade. What they are asking the borough to do is to donate or sponsor $250 for the American 250th Parade of Lebanon County. I advised them that they provided us with a resolution, and I advised them that I will have that on the March 10th agenda But does council, are you willing to entertain the $250 contribution?
Absolutely.
Okay, all right. So I'll make sure that everything gets on your next agenda so that, we can pass the resolution and send them the check.
When's the parade?
What's that?
When's the parade
July 3rd, 2026,
in Jonestown?
at 6 PM in Jonestown. Okay. And another new phenomenon has come up, which everybody is used to. Pennies. Pennies are going away. That leaves us in a little bit of a bind in our office because we take cash. And eventually, we're not going to have pennies to make change. So we're looking into what we can do about that. I'm just letting you know that I have actually taken a poll of the other managers in Lebanon County and asked them how they're dealing with this. And the majority of municipalities that has responded to me at this point, I haven't heard from everybody, they don't take cash. They only take checks and money orders because it puts cash in their building, so, in their responsibility. I'm not making a recommendation. I want to hear from more people. Hopefully I will. Otherwise, I'll just start reaching out. But things are changing. And I'm not sure that cash is going to be easy for us in the future here. Check, money order, or credit card. Those are the three forms of payment that I've been hearing. Our communities south and north of us have been that way for a while. So it's just something to think about. I'm going to do more research into, what the possibilities are, but I'm putting it in front of you now.
Is there going to be a fee if you decide to do credit cards instead?
There has to be a fee that
So they know that.
well, the municipality is legally not able to assume that fee. That fee goes to the consumer. So, because we're a government entity. So, I don't have an answer. I don't have a recommendation. I don't even have a suggestion. I'm just placing this on the table to let you know that we are looking into it because it's going to catch up. So we might as well be prepared for it. So,
If we would keep cash, at least for the time being, would it be easy enough to do what a lot of businesses are doing and either round up or round down? Or would that get too complicated?
no, it not necessarily complicated. I will tell you, we cannot round down. Because your
True.
budget
Right.
is determined on the amount of your bill. So if we round down and 2,000 people
up
come
for
in and we're rounding down, that's gonna affect your budget. So,
We'd have to
We
round
would
up
round
either
up.
to the next nickel or the next,
that is a
Round up to the next
possibility,
nickel.
that people could pay
Period.
with a nickel and then they'd have a 5-cent credit for the next bill. So, there is all different kinds of possibilities out there. But I'm just putting it in front of you. No suggestion, we've just been trying to be proactive as to what's coming. So we're ahead of the game, so. And that's all I have for you.
Communications. No communications. Anybody have any other business?
I have a question. Is there a planning commission on Thursday night?
No, there is no planning commission on Wednesday night. It would have been tomorrow night. Planning commissions are on Wednesday. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm glad I asked, because I was thinking it was Thursday night.
Your days are running together too, huh?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. No other business. Then I'll open up public comment period number 2. Please step to the microphone, state your name, address for the record, and try to limit your comments to 3 minutes. No? All right. Announcements. Borough Council will conduct its next public meeting on Tuesday, March 10th, 2026, and Tuesday, March 24th, 2026, beginning at 7 PM. Motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it, meeting adjourned.